Boop. I'm really just scared, to make any types of sounds, but you know what? Copyright is fine. I really enjoy the YouTube algorithm, so thank you very much, YouTube, for this opportunity. But no, guys, welcome to today's premiere, where today we're going to be doing another premiere. And for the people who are new to the channel, if you're not familiar with it, we are going to do a premiere because if I live stream any of this content, I will be taken down. And I wish I could live stream it and I could do it on Twitch, but I do enjoy these premieres as well. I am there in the chat. I'm going to be writing something right now. I'm going to be there with you guys, and we're going to be watching this video together. And for today's video, we're going to be looking at kids reacting to Super Junior's career, and I'm super excited about it because I know nothing about their career. So in theory, I'm also a little bit reacting to their career, but I'm not a kid. So does that make my comments more validated or not? That's a question that we can answer in the chat. But in all honesty, I'm very curious about what this video is going to be about. The last time we did it with Shiny, it was really fun. It was great to see how these kids reacted to the different members, and I thought it was fun. I thought it was very exciting. I cannot say for now how long this video is going to be, but that doesn't really matter. Of course, if you haven't yet, please make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe if you enjoy the content you see right now, and if you want to be part of the community that's slowly growing more and more over time. And I really enjoy it. Like, we're so close to 1900, and we're also very close to 2000 actually, which is one of my goals before we end 2021. So if you do want to support, that's the best way to help out, guys. And on top of that, guys, I hope you're doing well. But for now, let's go start with kids reacting to Super Junior, where, hey, the kids might even be smarter than me. I had to put down the sound a bit. It was a bit too loud. Oh my god, this kid is there again. Is he like the weekly guest? I think he's fantastic. He has always the best answers. It's this guy's gonna be a superstar, I think. By the way, thank you for the last time when people pointed out that some of these kids here are actually actors. They're actually bigger than what we think they are. They're not just street kids or people randomly chosen from schools. I think that's also the reason why they're sitting here again. But let's see. Let's see what they have to do with Super Junior. So young. Kyuhyun. Also, I'm sorry if I don't know the names of Super Junior. Like, yeah, I've read about them several times, but I just don't know who is who yet. Like, it's not stuck in my head yet. It will come, though. He's so shy.
진짜로 몰라? 네. 아, 내 머리가 바뀌어서 그런가?
뭐 하는 사람 같아?
That's a good question. I'll be honest, if someone told me, who are you? I wouldn't know either. Who is he? Because someone told me in the chat, it's up to you to test me and test yourself. Do you know him? Do you not know him? Be smart. Showcase how good you know Super Junior. Wow. What a great voice just to pull off like that. Like, I do not see too many K-pop stars that just start singing out of nowhere. Like last time we saw Taemin dancing and you can see his skill set. But here we can actually see this individual. And again, I don't know his name. I don't know how to pronounce it, so I don't want to upset anyone. But I do want to say it's always great when you can see people performing live on the spot, singing fantastically. Amazing. This guy already gets 5 out of 5 stars. It's just so beautiful.
뭐 하는 사람인 것 같아요?
예능.
사실은
네.
아이돌이에요.
멤버가 몇 명인데요?
그 몇세 명으로 시작을 해서 지금은
13.
9명이긴 한데.
왜요?
Why are there now 4 less? Is there a reason for that? Did people move on or?
복잡해요.
팀 이름이 뭐...
Like, he says it's complicated, but can someone just tell me in the chat why they reduced in group? Like, is there a reason for it? Did they move on? Did they get children? Maybe they, got wives and they have to be a little bit more responsible. Just tell me. I'm very curious about that. Come on. What's the problem? Why can't he say it?
아니면은 제가 당당하게 얘기할 텐데. 슈퍼 주니어?
들어봤어요.
들어봤죠. 슈퍼주니 뭐예요?
I actually understand what he was going with. I mean, it's a little bit scary, when people don't know who you are and you are famous and then you say what the group is like and then you're scared that they don't know the group either, so you look very stupid. But
이게
that's super cool.
슈퍼주니어라고 이름은 들어본 적 있어?
네.
희철?
희철.
희철. 그 형이랑 같은 멤버야. 희철 형 옆에 있어야겠다 계속. 나이가 좀 이제 있잖아요.
That kid is just fantastic. Like, this kid is the smartest of all of them. He knows everyone. At least he tries to know everyone. At least he's very positive about the entire scenario. It's just great. This atmosphere is wow.
희철형 옆에 있어야겠다 계속.
나이가 좀 이제 있잖아요.
몇 세세요?
Why? How old are you? Oh,
30대 중반이에요.
아,
wow. 35 already? They still look very, good for their age. Like they aged well. That's what I really said when I review some of their MVs already. But man, Super Junior is really just making sure that they keep their looks now over all the years.
오빠야.
아,
나이가 뭐가 그렇게 중요하냐만 내가 자꾸 오빠라고 했는데 아저씨라고 불러도 돼.
아니에요.
야라고.
I don't really get it. What does oppa mean, and I know what uncle means, but what is the difference between it? Can someone tell me that in the chat as well? Like maybe you know it better than me. I have my thoughts, but I just don't want to say them because I'm a little bit, I'm a little bit shy that if in case I say it wrong, I'm going to be very wrong, and I don't want that. I feel as if I'm, that other guy who is too shy to say something now purely because it's a little bit shy.
볼게요.
고맙다.
Embarrassing. There we go. The more exciting part.
네.
무대를 좀 같이 볼까요? 앞으로 이제 보게 될 영상을 보고 너무 크게 놀라면 안 돼.
오케이. 블루투스야? 경호원인 줄 알았네.
Oh, that kid.
처음 데뷔했을 때 19살.
2015. Wow. I mean, I was how old? I mean, I was born in 1993, so 10 plus 2. So I was 12 years old when I first debuted.
여분 아닌가? 아닌가?
전 안 나와요 사실은. 그냥 학교 다니고 있었어요.
어,
방금 찍은 사람은 최시환이라는 40살처럼 생겼어요.
만?
This is such an awkward interview. No, it's like a little bit weird, but it's great.
머리가 되게 화려하죠.
어떤 여신상 같아.
와우.
맞아요. 사람 되게 많죠.
댄스 아니었어요?
Yeah.
댄스?
I just want to say same. It's a lot of members. I personally believe that the problem with these big groups that have a lot of members is that it's hard to maintain everyone happy so that everyone stays. Again, I know that I didn't get the answer yet because I'm making this video, but maybe you put it in the chat already why they split up. But normally with big groups, when one person leaves, it normally leads to another person leaving. It's a small chain ball reaction. But I'm actually amazed that they were able to keep 9 from the 12 or 14 people that were there initially. That's really, really good.
다 멤버예요.
다 뭔가 똑같이 생긴 것 같아.
Yeah. They all look the same.
봤어요? 어디서 봤어요?
그 예능에서.
다 예능에서 봤구나.
희철이 형.
와, 희철이 형. 여기 다 있었구나.
I mean, with Hichuel, I mean, it's like, when the person doesn't know you, but you know someone or they know someone that is famous and you want to say, yeah, that's him. I know him. That's cool. This way it's like the person doesn't really appreciate you yet, but they appreciate someone else. And you're like, that's him. That's, man, this is great. I love these kids' reactions. It's really just innocent, and it's just great how the kids are just ready to learn something new. It's really nice.
비록 여기 오빠가 나오진 않지만 뒤에 나오는 목소리 노래하는 건 다 오빠야.
아, 진짜요? 여기 없어요?
뒤에서 하고 있어.
아, 진짜요?
내 컷은 한 컷도 안 나왔네. 이때 딱 내가 한 4초 나왔었거든.
Wow.
어때요 노래 딱 듣기에?
Can you just imagine though that you're a group and you're performing and all you get on screen time is 4 seconds? Like literally, let's just count to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's how quick it goes. Like count it yourself. Like all that up-half, all that training, all that music training, and then you're only on set for 4 or 5 seconds. That's just mind-blowing. Like how do you deal with those kind of things? Like you just put so much effort into something, and then you're only there for a fraction of the time. It's amazing what these people sometimes have to go through, especially celebrities. Like especially being in a group where your time is split.
저랑 상관없는 노래예요 이 노래. 이제 후속곡이에요. 1집 앨범에. 어때요 이런 느낌? 머리 봐, 이 사람 머리 봐. 제가 이거 봐야 돼.
개코 원숭이 머리 같아.
개코 원숭이요?
It's really just that genre, that time. I mean, even Shiny went through the same hair phase. It's just fantastic to see how time has moved on. Like, it would be great if they bring this back again, maybe in the future, just to go a little bit back in time. But who knows if that is something that people even want to see these days. But this is all like the lost art, you know, the things that don't exist anymore. People don't like mullets anymore. People don't like long hair. Everyone has to be trendy, very, you know, masculine looking to most of the cases, and or feminine in that series as well. But very different how times have changed in the K-pop world.
전 이때까지만 해도 슈퍼주니어 될 줄도 몰랐어요. 그러니까 이미 팀이 있는데 제가 나중에 한 명.
막내예요?
그렇죠.
아니 그
Really?
네. 왜요?
네?
the awkward.
예상한 사람이
그래,
있어가지고
그래서 누구 예상했어요?
희철이 더 어린 줄.
그 형 이제 40살이에요.
아
40. Like, it just shows how old people are. Old, I mean, I don't want to say they're old. I just want to say, you know, for the K-pop world that we live in, 40, that's just mind-boggling crazy how, yeah, it's just fantastic, you know, that they're still in the game and they're still performing really good. Like, I'm happy for them.
아 이때가 이제 바로 전설의 시작.
진짜 다 똑같이 생긴 것 같아.
그래?
제가 처음으로 합류했던.
여분이 들어와서 전설의 시작이라고요?
맞아요.
슈퍼주니어를 알리게 된 노래지.
Let's see how they actually got bigger. So this is the first album.
어디 있지?
Really cool.
저렇게 막
왜 이렇게 반짝반짝거리지?
By the way, just like last time, do these songs actually have MVs, or are they all just live performances? Like, I'm not really sure about that yet, because I remember the same with Shiny in the back old days. I think the first items that you get as a performer is actually a live show. You don't get an MV yet directly, so it will be interesting to hear your take on it. If you do know and there is an MV to all these songs, just tell me. I really want to go back to 2006, 2005. I've never gone that far back yet in the K-pop world. So if you know these old MVs, tell me. Put them in the comments, put them in the chat, put them after you watch this video. It will be very, very helpful. And I know that some people already did the same with Shiny, so thank you very much for sharing all the contents on a good list. Like, some of you guys are really helpful for that. And if you can do the same for Super Junior, hats off. I would appreciate it.
이 사람이
나 왜 저래?
여기도 안 나오셨어요?
아 여기서 한번 나와서 한번 나왔어.
아 진짜요?
Just once.
어땠어 이거는?
진짜 어디서 본 것 같아요. 애들이랑 같이 본 적이 있었어요.
아 그래? 지금은 올드할 수 있겠지만 그때는 굉장히 세련된 노래였어. 1등 계속했어.
왜 근데 가수들은 옛날에 막
Yeah, it's just like I already said, it's just amazing how times have changed. Like, I can imagine that for back then, this was even very modern. I mean, if you look at K-pop now, it's still very modern compared to what we see in some of the Western societies, you know. So it's just great to see a country, you know. I know the same thing from the Netherlands. When the Netherlands came out with techno and some crazy beats, some electronic beats, they were also always ahead of the times. Like, songs from the 1970s, 1980s, they might sound very old, but back then they were very modern. And because of these very old songs, you have what you have today. You all have to think about it. Everything has an origin, and everything originates from something. So whether it is from these very old K-pop videos or very old techno beats, it's still very inspiring to see where it all started, you know, to see what were the first steps in this industry. So I think it's really cool that what he says here, it's very correct.
괜찮아?
A shaggy
이거
cut?
너무 크지 않아 머리가?
Are we thinking about Shaggy from Scooby-Doo? Does Shaggy actually have it? I'm going to put a picture here so we can compare to him. But from what I remember, he doesn't really have the Shaggy cut. But interesting name.
괜찮아요. 머리가 크면 생각이 좋아지잖아요. 생각할 수 있는 공간이 많고.
This kid is such a smart ass, but I love it. You know, you got a big head so you have more place for thoughts. Like, it's so innocent, but... and the thing is, you cannot say anything against these guys. You know, they just let them talk. It's just inspiring just to hear kids speak by themselves.
아 이때가 바로
I love this song, actually. Really good song.
슈퍼주니어 3집, 3이라고 써있지.
제목 들어본 것 같아요. 쏘리 쏘리 그러지 않아요?
You know it, eh? You all know it.
알아요.
Really cool.
들어봤어요?
아 저희가 알아요.
What a great song. Like 2009 or 2008. What a song, you know, and it's still like up in the charts. Like people still listen to it. It's fantastic.
확실히 아는 것 같은데.
네.
It shows how much impact they actually had.
이거 막 수능 금지곡이라고
맞아 그런 얘기도
막
있었어.
네. 꽂혔어요.
이거 꽂혔어?
네 쏘리 쏘리.
쏘리.
이제 조금씩 약간
Yeah. Great. Also, I just love the entire idea with the choreography of the song. You know, when people are sorry, it's like sorry. You know, they always put their hands together in some way to just to show how, you know, sorry they are. But I love how they turned it into a choreography. I don't know who the choreographist was for the song and who made it, but if you know it, put it in the chat. Again, I'm testing you guys on the go, but maybe it was one of the members that came up with it. Out of curiosity, though, are there any groups where the members make their own choreography, or do most groups get choreographers to do it for them and make it for them, and they just have to learn it from the, you know, from what is put there on the screen? Like, I'm curious about that as well, because I have a feeling that they always pay for a choreographist to actually design a choreography for a certain song or MV or whatever they have to do it for. And I think it must be a very good paid job, especially if you're that good at making non-stop different types of choreographies. Hats off to those people as well. Really interesting. Really cool. What a good song.
따라했어요. 슈퍼주니어를 제일 인기 있게 만들었다. 그 중심은 제가 있죠. 봐봐요.
She doesn't care at all.
우리가 대상 받았을 때.
골든 디스크라고.
He is just so proud, you know, to be part of Super Junior. It's just great. Again, you're not just looking at someone talking about his career. You're talking about someone who went through all these emotions, all these adventures with Super Junior. And you can see when people go back to these stories that they are actually looking at, you know, this memory lane effect. As if they're like, man, where did we start and where are we now? Unbelievable.
가수가 돼서 바로 이 자리에 서는 게 저의 꿈이었는데
이 친구는 항상 밑에 이렇게 울어.
앞으로 더 노력하는 슈퍼주니어 되도록 하겠습니다. 감사합니다. 우리는 슈퍼주니!
아무튼 이렇게 대상까지 탔던.
Really cool.
꼭 이렇게 해야 돼. 슈퍼주니어예요 이러면 되는데 슈퍼주니어예요?
되게 감격스러웠어. 한류라고 들어봤어?
네.
한류를 만든 팀이야. 슈퍼주니어가
네.
그 길을 뚫었어. 너무 잘 정한 것 같지?
네.
I notice of all of them, they all are showing up a little bit. You can really just see that they are proud of where they are. They are proud of who they are, and they are proud of where they actually got to. So again, I just want to point out again, we're looking at different songs. So if there's any songs that I did not review that, and put them in the comments below. I really want to get a few more ideas on what I looked at and what I didn't. And some of you guys are amazing, and you are really helpful with this. So I'm just going to send that reminder again. If there's anything that I didn't review yet from Super Junior that we see on this list, for example, put it in the chat. Put it in the comments. It's going to be super helpful.
이때가 2010년이에요 이제.
이게 희철이 형.
2010.
희철이 형만 좋아하는 것 같아.
왜요?
나도 좋아해줘.
헐. 헐.
노출한 사람 어떻게 이거 뭐?
Yeah, that's a lot of skin. Like that's I would react the same, to be honest, if I saw this for the first time. It's a little bit unique.
근데 왜 다 알통을 보이세요?
좀 부담스럽지?
네.
여기 아저씨는 좀 노출하는 거 되게 좋아해.
아.
이 사람 봐요.
I think it has to do with a little bit more than that. I think it's just the generation where, you know, I need to say it, you know, but the sex appeal is becoming more and more important to MVs, to groups, and I think this is the reason why more and more skin was showing. So it makes sense, and also they have muscles, so why not? They were just trying something out.
이런 말 해도 되나?
네, 빨리 해요.
he feels scared himself to see what does she have to say now. Come on,
징그러워요.
징그럽다고.
say it.
전 더럽다 그러거든요.
심했다.
이때 멤버들이 운동 굉장히 열심히 하고 헬스장 많이 갔었어. 닭가슴살만 먹고 막.
맛있겠다.
바로 다음 거 넘어갈게요.
He only cares about the food. This boy is amazing. Can we get this boy his own show? Like, I don't know what the boy's name is, but this boy has to just create a reacting channel. He's just fantastic.
아, 더 징그러.
Ah, yeah. This one I have to review for
와,
sure.
또 벗었네 또. 형광 팬티 어떻게 생각해? 그래서 많이 싸웠어 시원 형이랑. 좀 그렇거든.
계속 컨셉이 바뀌네요. 알록달록해요.
Very colorful.
이 사람이 려욱이라는 사람이에요?
네. 신경 쓰지 마요.
Ah, just great. Like, they still all look the same, you know? Like, they're all just still keeping to where they originated from, and it's just fantastic.
따라하게 하려고 하는 그런 게 뭐 예를 들면 쏘리 딴딴딴 바람 미스터 심플 볼까 말까 볼까 이런
Really, really cool.
계속 반복되는 미안해요.
I always believe that, we learned this over all the years, that if we look at, for example, at Queen and I Will Rock You, or We Will Rock You, when you are able to make the crowd join in with the music, I think it's just so much better for everyone, and also just much better for you, because it's addictive. People can move around and they can dance a little bit to your song, and they can all join as a community when dancing. It will make anyone more successful. It's just like trending on YouTube. If you have something that a lot of people talk about and they want to be involved with, anyone will grow. But it's the same with dances, with MVs, with any type of things you want to do. If you can involve the other people who are watching you, it's so much healthier for everyone, and it's also better for your image.
제가 만든 게 아니에요. 예.
여러 가지를 하고 싶었는데 계속 이런 흉만 하니까 좀 아쉬웠지.
Really cool.
발라드 이런 거 부르고 싶었거든.
그래서 나온 거예요?
아니 나오지 않았어. 계속 멤버야.
아.
슈퍼주니어 멤버.
하다가 이 트렌드가 바뀐 거죠. 그래서 새롭게 저희가 안 해봤던 느낌으로 늙기 시작했죠.
I really have to. I really have to go check out this MV as well. I know the songs. I have them on my playlist. I just never checked out the MV, so they are on my list to do. Ah,
이거 봐요. 어때요?
똑같아요.
yeah, he.
음악 중심에서 했네요.
좀 세련돼졌지.
See, very easy to do, very easy to catch up with. Really nice.
이제 요즘 그룹 같아요.
이제서?
Really
많이
cool.
들어갔죠?
이 사람이 가장 아이돌 같네요.
은혁이요? 이 사람 신경 쓰지 마세요.
I just love his attitude. That he's like, just ignore him, just ignore him. Focus on me, focus on me. Give me some attention.
진짜요?
슈퍼크랩이라는 노래인데
Super clap.
그런 거 있어?
아니요.
음악 많이 안 듣니?
편집
It's just great to see how every year it's getting a little bit more colorful, a little bit more complex, a little bit more, it seems like it's just like a volcano ready to erupt. And I'm just curious where they're gonna bring this journey. Like, are we at the explosion yet? Did we get that? I don't have a feeling that this is there yet. I really think they're gonna be working on some really cool projects still, even for 2022, 2023, etc., etc. So
좋네요.
let's see what happens. Really nice.
야, 집중하네 이제 요즘 노래니까.
이 아저씨 몰라?
알아요.
이제 알아보네?
네.
와.
Really cool.
오. 처음이랑 비교하면 어때요? 아까 막 이런 머리랑 막 여기 막 징그럽고
훨씬 나요.
그렇죠?
네.
잘 변한 것 같나요?
And again, that's purely because, things have moved on, the generations have moved on. So the old trend of showing your skin was maybe something we saw the same with Shiny. At least they never went really topless, but they did show, for example, shoulderless clothes, really just showing all the arms, more skin. But those things have moved away, for example, those elements they were trendy at a certain point, but they didn't really last long. And interesting where we are still,
좋아하게 되는
and where this is all leading to.
얘기하지 말아요. 얘기하지 마요.
사실 이제 19살 때부터 쭉 이렇게 달려오다 보니까 점점 이제
19.
세련돼지는 게 이제 보이거든. 내가
Yeah.
느꼈을 때.
Like I just said, it's getting more and more modern. It's following its
좋은
age.
노래 들려줘야겠다라는 생각이 드네.
근데 그런 것 같아. 그냥 이제는 사실은 크게 막 어떠한 뭐 의미를 갖거나 이러진 않아. 뭐 대상을 받자, 1등을 하자, 더 유명해지자. 이것보다도 지금 함께하고 있는 이 순간들이 앞으로 더
It's interesting what he says there. It's that, once you win your first prizes, after a while, it just becomes irrelevant. And I can really believe that. I mean, that's just generally with everything. Like, I also know people who are just rich, and then after a while, they just all claim that after a while, it doesn't really matter to them how much money they have, or because they achieved their achievements, and now the question is, what is the next step? So money becomes less interesting, for example, you know, but for them in this case, the prizes, winning the championships are less interesting, and now they really just want to focus more on themselves. I think that is a really, really good approach. I mean, as an example, there are also groups that will most likely just give up after they won the prizes because they lose their ambition, but it's nice to see that Super Junior is still aiming to go more and more into a modern aspect, you know, with every song they make. It's great to see this, and especially just hearing it from themselves. Man, these guys are really humble. But you can also see they're also the most mature, so maybe they also have their own children. Do they? Just tell me in the comments.
저라면 뭔가 15년 동안 계속하지는 못할 것 같아요.
15 years. I mean, that's a long time.
많은 것 같진 않아가지고.
아니야, 민서도 하고 싶은 게 있으면 뭐 20년, 30년 이상
That's true as well.
충분히 좋아하는 일이 생기면 그럴 수 있을 거라고 생각을 하고.
노래가 이제 이번에 또 나와.
네.
들어봐줘. 나중에 나오면. 한번
Which
짧게
song
한번
is this?
불러줘야 되나? 이거 없죠, 노래. 내가 한번 짧게 한번 불러봐 줄까?
Yeah, sing. I like your voice.
Here we go. 함께 하고 싶은 마음은 잠시만 접어두고 This is my house party. 새롭게 만든 룰에
His voice is just great. Really, really cool. Man, I just hate that these videos just end on the spot. I don't get it. I already looked at my last video and I get it. You know, they have to keep these videos under like 15 minutes or so, and that's fine. But why not just invest a little bit more of that footage into just making your videos longer? It's not a bigger process because all of this is filmed actually. Like everything is there. It would be great to just hear a little bit from everyone a little bit more. Maybe it's repetitive, but I think it would still be very interesting, and just to see how everyone responds to different aspects. Man, this is really entertaining. I really, really enjoy these shows. I mean, guys, what do you think? Do you think these kids are adorable? Do you think they're not adorable? Do you think they're just fun to look at or not? And for the people who didn't watch this reaction yet and then you watched it with me, thanks for watching it with me. I really hope you enjoyed it. But I must say, this is so much fun to actually look a little bit into the backstories of, you know, the different artists. I don't know how many more there are on this channel. I need to check this out, but I think it could be a really fun video and series to look at and basically learn something about these different artists, especially not just analyzing as if it was a documentary. It's more as if they are sitting back looking at some very old footage, and you can see the emotional, you know, journey they're having through their head. Like, wow, where are we now, where did we come from? It's just fantastic. And I love these kind of shows because it's always nice to look at the origin. I always think the origin is the most important to why people are successful, to why people are where they are today. And you can see that dedication is one of the biggest things driving all these K-pop groups forward. That's all that dedication. I'm not just becoming the number one. It's all just becoming the best group that they want to be. It's all about just wanting the best for themselves. And I think it's fantastic. You know, it's not always about being the best or winning prizes like we just heard. But in this case, it's really just about showing who you are and stand strong with it and be proud of it. Really, really cool videos. I mean, guys, if you have any type of videos that you want me to look at like this, just put it in the chat, put it in the comments. I have open ears. I'm open to listen to you guys, and I really hope you enjoyed this content. Before I say goodbye, I just want to say thank you all for being here, and I really hope you enjoyed listening to me watching this video, and it was really fun, very educational. And if you did enjoy this content and you want to see more and you want to join the community, be here on a weekly basis, then just join in by just subscribing. Make sure you hit that bell, make sure you hit the like button. The YouTube algorithm really loves it. And as a big thank you, I'm working together right now with Fuku, where we have a clothing brand, a bit of an upscale clothing brand. But on the positive note, we do have a discount code down below. This is a Asian inspired brand. All my YouTubers get 15% off on their purchases, so check out the code below. Everything is there, so it shouldn't be a problem. And of course, if you do want to support the channel even further, make sure to check out the Patreon, and the links are all down below where you have some more benefits. All the links I'm going to put down into the chat. And of course, they're also in the info section down below, so you cannot miss anything. It's all there, guys. Check out everything that I have to offer, and maybe there's something that you like. Just check it out. But yeah, guys, thank you very much. And I'm going to keep the chat open for another 2-3 minutes or so that we can talk a little bit. Just that not that it closes out of nowhere. I really just don't like that. But if anything, talk in the chat. I'm there. Stay safe, stay healthy, and guys, you're freaking amazing. Have a good life, have a good day, have a good night, have a good morning. I'll catch you then, and see you then.